Am I autistic? Because I'm never beating the allegations. Welcome to my TED Talk where I uncover exactly what's wrong with me and why you love it so much. Listen, I've got the symptoms, just not diagnosis, so am I autistic or not? At some point, most of us ask this question, am I autistic? No, just me. I've joked about it for years. My therapist, who knows me for 10 years, doesn't think I am. She thinks what's going on with me is more straightforward, and I'm coming to trust her on that. I think back to the lockdowns. Everyone was online searching, diagnosing themselves with ADHD or autism or whatever else felt close to explain the ache. It did make sense because mental health was finally a public conversation. There were side effects. Sometimes we start living inside of the label and looking at what the label points to. When you felt off your whole life, a word like autism or ADHD can really feel like someone turned the light on. I went there too. I wondered if that was me. The therapist reminded me that the label isn't the end of the story. The better question is, what now? If I get overstimulated in loud places, what do I do with that information? Do I actually need to change my environment? Do I need to learn new ways of coping? Diagnosis doesn't do all that work for me. I still have to focus and do that work. And I'm finding, drum roll, the core to all of this is actually anxiety. Because actually, I think anxiety can mimic autism, OCD, ADHD, and I think it fits better. The hyperfixations, the routines, the building the systems so I don't fall apart. On the outside, it could look like autism, but on the inside, it's actually just me trying to avoid one more layer of overwhelm. Sometimes I chase diagnosis because I wanted control. Naming something felt like the only power I had. And my therapist always reminds me again and again that a diagnosis doesn't always change the day-to-day. What matters is what you do once you see yourself clearly. And honestly, I underestimated anxiety for years. I thought it was a minor something that everybody had, but it compounds and it eats at you. I remember growing up, my dad would say, Filipinos don't get depressed. Life's too hard for that. So I learned to shove it down and not name it. Add queerness to that and hiding in the closet, and I was stuck in a constant calculation. Every word, every move rehearsed and revised. Eventually, life got too big to keep hiding. The plates I was spinning started falling and I had to come out. I was really chasing wasn't a label, it was permission. Permission to be myself, to accept my quirks, my fixations, my odd little rituals. Diagnosis might give me permission to accept myself, but I realize I can just do that for myself. I mean, I still mask, probably not because of autism, but because of anxiety. I've masked my body, my walk, my voice. I'm always correcting. I'm always performing. I'm always hiding. It's truly just survival. I don't want to speak for all autistic experiences. I just wanted to share that anxiety could look like autism, OCD, ADHD from the outside. And maybe someday a different doctor will say something different about me. We never know. You know, the night is still young. But even if that happens, the truth still remains. Labels are not the end. The real work is asking, what do I need? How do I meet those needs without shame, without closing myself into a box? What's really important here is for you to be part of a community of people figuring out who they are and doing it on purpose. Join my free email newsletter via Substack and you can witness it for yourself, diva.